All right, good morning. I'll be the first to admit I don't know nothing about the lore. I find the music interesting, the look, whatevs. I saw plenty of there. I saw the Kiss reunion, the final Kiss reunion tour a couple times. I saw Gwar. Uh, I definitely whatever's on that part. I really uh, like I was mentioning Sherpa. I thought some of the soloing, uh, like almost surf rock esque, but I think it's just more of the progression of music and. Certain sounds are going to harken back to their origins. Um, Interesting as hell. And, someone mentioned that the whole thing was great. I see Sherpa's the last song, so that kind of is perfect. Let's just check out the whole thing. Uh, Angine the Poitrine, yeah, forgive me on that part. Like I said, I don't know the backstory, the lore, the reasoning. I just think the music's interesting. Then it's hot. No hate. Just crazy. Okay, yeah, no hate at all. I look at it this way. I've been looking at it this way on the channel for years. Especially if it's let's say something out of my comfort zone, foreign language a song. I look at it through the same lens. If I stumbled into a club thirsty, wanting to relax for an evening, out in a strange location, how would I take to the act on the stage? Now this one, that's a good question. You walk in the door, you get your cocktail, whatevs. Maybe it's just an ice water. Who am I to say? You turn around, you get your seat, you look at the stage. Whew, that is a sight. Introducing themselves, doing their thing. How do you take to that? I don't know. Now, you walk in the middle of the music, maybe a little different. But, I did that would. I don't think I could judge what I would do unless I was presented with the situation. Uh, from afar, armchair quarterback in the thing. It's easy to think about, but I don't know. I guess it depends on how good that drink was. Fair enough. So I'm at the bar getting a cocktail, and this is what I hear, and I haven't seen it. Oh, I'm drawn already. I'm like, that is, I like the bass. I think that sounds cool. Nothing off putting there. So I mean, uh, yeah, no, I'm still not sure I would take in the stage setting, but the music would draw me in instantly. So I mean, I think the music is very appealing. I don't think I don't think it's a hard explanation at all why it's going over. All the crazy shit aside, man. Bullshit. That's cool. Yeah. This is fire, man. That's crazy. Now I'm thinking to myself as I'm listening to this. Now I listen to Sarniezz. Was that the first track? Um, I've been listening to a bunch of stuff my whole life, and every now and then they take their guitar and they turn feedback into something, or plenty of artists that jazz entirely, in my opinion. Uh, all seems like it doesn't make no sense, but people love it. There are parts that I don't, you know what I mean, that I seem maybe experimental. I don't know. I guess that's probably the best way for me to understand it. I think all in all, it's fire. Um, it's so busy down here on the with the foot pedals and stuff. I think there's a massive skill set in play. Um, like I say, I reference feedback because there's people that, I mean, didn't Neil Young put out a whole album of feedback? For me, it's in a Judas Priest. Was that Winter? I'm trying to think, can't remember which one's got like the weird feedback in the middle. Uh, I sit through that all the time. I'm not saying it's my favorite part in a song, but I mean there are moments that say, I don't know. For me, like you hear a couple notes and you're like, I don't. Is that right? Is that what they intended? My ear says what? But at the same time, and then it just gets lost in the entire cacophony, anyways. I mean, it seems, even though it seems repetitive, it seems real busy. I was thinking of some, I can't remember their name. It's like a Japanese punk fusion band way back. I can't remember their name no more. Uh, yeah, this is very, very interesting, very cool. I think my takeaway is mostly on the negative side I see out in the titles, where it's like, oh, this shit's popular, and then if I shit on it as well, maybe I can double down on the views. I don't know about none of that. I never understood that part. I think it's odd, right? Because if I'm in my imaginary club uh, scenario, I'm assuming the backdrop. I might not even be able to see reality from the stage. It would just be dots and yeah. Actually, it just reminds me of like screens when I was a printer. You had to put a screen on something to lighten it or darken it or change it, or yeah, whatever. It's all crazy. This is cool. It's interesting as hell, I'll tell you that. I like seeing his eyes. Yep, reality. I like looking into the reality through the mask. There's people behind there. Huh? What? Huh? You gotta respect committing to a bit. That's I I guess it was when I went down the Andy Kaufman rabbit hole. Sometimes you sometimes you just don't break character. Can respect that. The whole thing. It's awesome. Hell awesome. Oh, my bad. I didn't. I like that song. Yeah. There's no lie. I said it the last time. I'd say it again. That uh, I was trying to come up with a cool intro for this whole thing about the power notes in a rumble, scaring the normies, to the double picking of surf rock, uh, exploding the sound of solos in a different way, to every progressive fusion thing that ever existed to lead us to this moment. But honestly, I love the sound the guitar gets here. That Dick Dale esque or, double picking surf. I like surf. I like rockabilly. I like a couple things that use these techniques all over the place, if not for, a different tone in the music. But I mean, the picking techniques are, you know, put a metal zone on there, and you got a thrash tune. Yeah. Yeah, double bass in the background. You mean like some infectious grooves thing going on? If they started singing about lizards. That's badass. I love that shit. That'd keep me coming back alone. That's sweet. I was thinking to myself, if you know who the what is that 6, 7, 8, 9s or whatever the band that played in Pulp Fiction, but I could totally hear them two things coming together uh, vocally with this. I just like it. I think it's pretty cool, right? I think the unique nature of it all is its own thing. Yeah, whatever you want to take away from that, cool. I don't care. What the hell do I care? It sounds cool. There's enough there's enough going on in the arrangements that it's even though it's repetitive, it's still really fun. Now I would just pay it forward, go give love to the band, the artist, whatever thing they got going on. Just because my comment said I check out the whole thing. I thought I'd check out the whole thing. And I'm bad with names. I'm bad with promoting, and I'm guessing they're doing pretty well. Uh, yeah, it looks like yeah. Next one starts up there. Sar- Sarniezz made a Zyklek. Oh, yeah. Forgive me. I mean, no disrespect. I think it was cool as hell. Um, I'll be happy to come back and check out the other one, and then probably I don't know. Sherpa's already on the channel, so we probably won't exploit that. We just come back, check out the last track on here, and go from there. But very cool, very cool, very interesting. Later.